Hello everybody, this is Lucretia with Same Chick Different Day, and for today's project you will need some napkins, or a napkin rather. I got these napkins from the Dollar Tree. I also purchased this glass plate from the Dollar Tree, but they do sell them at Walmart for $1.50. The glass mirror came from the Dollar Tree, and the only thing that did not are these acrylic jewels, which came from Walmart. They are $9, and I think they're just below $10. But you get a pound of them, so if you're doing any types of projects, a wedding, or if you're going to be doing a lot of DIY, we're probably just going to use a few of these. You don't have to buy this big container. You can find little small containers of jewels at places like Walmart or Hobby Lobby, but because I do a lot of projects, I bought the big one. You don't have to, because we're probably just going to use just a few, but that's what they look like. So let's get started. I forgot. I forgot about the Mod Podge, which is the most important part here. I got this at the Dollar Tree also. So I just found out that they sell Mod Podge in this small bottle. So let's get started. Okay, so for this project, what I did is just open the napkin up and I placed it down so that I could put the plate on it and see where I want it, how I want my design to be. And in this case, since it's larger on one side and it's only half on the other side, I'm gonna just, I think I'm actually gonna have my plate sit on a plate stand or put it on the wall like this. And so keep in mind that you're going to have the mirror there, so you need to place the mirror on top of there to see what all you're going to be able to see when you're finished, or what you're not going to be able to see. So you can move the plate over. I hope you understand what I'm saying. That way, you know, if you want more of this white on there, you can have it. If you move it this way, you're going to have more black and you're going to have less of the white. So I want to have some of the white, because what I plan to do is, once I'm done putting the Mod Podge on and getting the napkin on here, I'm going to go back and use the white parts of that pattern as a guide for where I'm going to put the bling or the acrylic jewels. So, and also if you wanted to, you could use some of the diamond wrap from the Dollar Tree and just go in and take little pieces of it like this, and you could use that on there instead of these acrylic beads. You could just put those little pieces on there just like that. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is the diamond wrap. So if you want to make this totally a Dollar Tree project where everything came from the Dollar Tree, you can purchase this, cut off little pieces of it. Just take your scissors and cut it off, and it will cut down into little individual pieces like this, and it comes in different colors, and you can just take those pieces and put on there instead of using these acrylic gems that I'm going to use. So let's go ahead and take the mirror off, and I am going to just, oh, by the way, you're going to need some type of brush. I'm sorry. I'm using just this disposable brush, but of course I'll wash it out when I'm done. So I'm going to get ready and just put the Mod Podge on the back of the plate. So I'm going to kind of, you know, be a little lazy with this and pour it on, because that's just the kind of mood that I'm in today. Y'all just bear with me. So I'm gonna pour it on there and then take it all around the plate, and then I will put my napkin on there. And even though I'm being lazy with it, this is probably the easiest way to do it. But even if it wasn't, I'm just being lazy about it. So okay. I feel like a kid just playing around with some what looks like glue. So, okay, I've got this kind of evenly distributed, and it is going to dry clear. And once it dries, I'm going to put some more on there. So for now, I think I'll add just a little bit more just to make sure, because oops, not that much more. I do have some empty spots on here, so let me go and just make sure I have good coverage. So I decided that I wanted a lot of this to be showing. So I'm just gonna hover the plate over it, and I will just and this does not have to be perfect. When you're doing DIYs, if you try to make everything perfect, then you'll get discouraged. So this is my first time doing one of these, so I know mine's not going to be perfect. But I think if I just play with it underneath there, you can see that there's like the wrinkles where the napkin is. So I'm going to just take my hand and smooth it out, but not be rough with it because it is just a napkin. Whoops. See, I've already torn a little spot over here. I'll just push it together. So I'm just trying to smooth it down as best I can. And let me see. And I'm in an extra lazy mood. I am just going to play around with it, and we'll see how it goes. But I think it's going to be just fine. Let's turn it over and see what it looks like so far. And there it is. It's got wrinkles in it, but this is a napkin, so it's kind of like, you know, tissue paper. So I don't expect to be able to play around with it too much. I'm gonna put some on here so I can kind of, you know, smooth it out some and try to get any air bubbles out, because I'm not really concerned about the wrinkles, but I don't want there to be any air bubbles in there. So you want to try to smooth it without tearing it up. And as you can see, it's coming along pretty good. So I think if you missed a spot underneath, it won't matter, because if you're putting this on the back of it also, then it's gonna be wet on both sides. This is going by really quick. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but that's the little spot where I messed up. So I turned it on to the other side and saw that that spot is black. So all I'm gonna do is just tear off a piece of the paper, the napkin, and just put it on there. Take a little bit of the Mod Podge, and any holes that I find. I don't think I have any other places, but if I do, that's what I'll do, is just give it a little patch job. So no one's gonna know that I patched that up. Oh, I think I put it in the wrong place. Actually, I think it goes right beside there. So no one will see this and no one will know, but all of my YouTube people will know that my plate got messed up. But that's okay, because y'all won't tell anybody. My plate is almost dry, so I'm just going through and touching up the edges of it. Some of the edges that I could see that didn't get stuck down. And I'm sitting it in front of my heater, the heater that I keep by my feet, so that it can dry quickly. So I'm just going to touch up the edges, and as soon as it's all dry, like I said, I'll come back and then cut off the excess edges. So this is how it's looking so far. I think it's turned out pretty nice, and all the white parts that you see, they are going to turn clear, so you don't have to worry about that. So I really think once they turn clear, this is going to be really, really beautiful. So I can hardly wait. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's almost dry. You can see how a lot of the white is dried up now, and it almost made the white on the napkin almost kind of transparent. It changed the color of it a little, but that's okay. So I'm going to go and carefully cut these edges off, and then we'll begin the process of putting the bling and the mirror on.